So, of course, after another successful season last year, we did automatically qualify through to some Champions League phase. So let's take a look at who we got. We got Benfica at home, Liverpool away, Villarreal at home, Rapid at home, Porto away, PSG at home. I was going to say Hearts at home. No, but it's Atalanta away and Club Brugge away. So not too bad. Some pretty difficult fixtures there, but hopefully we won't do too bad there. We do seem to be unbeaten right now. We've beaten Aberdeen, St Mirren, Livingston, Partick Thistle, Ross County, drew with Celtic, and then managed to beat Hibs on the comeback there. And of course, we've made some signings. As always, in Build a Nation, you've got to make signings every season, and sales as well. So let's just see if anyone's been sold. Should be just around this area. Yes, no, James Bree, we talked about him last year. So the only player that went out was Mario Mitai. He went out for free. Maybe we talked about him last time. I'm not sure. But here we are. This is definitely sales. Amara Diouf went out for £22.5 million. So a big player for us so far this series, and that's him away for 22.5 million. Some good profit there. And then Laurent Coney left 4 million. Wasn't going to get any game time. He's a good striker. Gotta give him that. But wasn't going to fit at the squad anymore, unfortunately. So he had to leave us. I like they fixed this now. That's great. We did sign great centre back, future legend of Falkirk Football Club, Gianfranco Romo, for £1.5 million from Colombia. He's got really nice physicals. He's so strong. He's tall. He can head the ball. Nice mentals. He can mark. He can tackle. He can't yet pass the ball, but we'll get there. 6 games for him. He's got a 7.3. Must be absolutely phenomenal. And then just in front of him in this DM role, we've got Rodrigo Peralta, 22-year-old Argentine. £10 million we've splashed on him. So I think he's a record signing at that point. Passing to 16, first touch at 16. He's great at marking, tackling. He's brave. He can make good decisions. He's world class. I'm willing to say he's world class. The star rating might not agree with me, but he's going to push us on a lot. Pal Eriksson came in for free. Not really a starting goalkeeper, but good backup. Just a free young lad going. Same with Malov, who probably won't ever see the first team. Leandro Oviedo, a young Uruguayan winger. 1.1 million splashed on him. I thought he looked phenomenal. He's quick, he's agile, he's determined. Love that. Left footed on the right hand side. Good at a holy trinity up there. It's a phenomenal passing technique. Really nice as well. Happy for him to join us. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist in 2 games. And then Federico Perez, who I thought did look pretty nice. He's got a nice passing ability, on the ball ability is great as well. A really determined player. Nice mentals, nice physicals. Hopefully he plays in the midfield and develops quite nicely alongside Miskovic. Um, this is how we're going to be lining up mostly this season. Oviedo and Dirasuba kind of swapping in and out of the team here. Patchy playing left. He's still getting used to his role there, but he looks really nice. Piszczek's going to get another season up top here. Show his worth. 2 goals only so far in 6 games. Don't know if that's too good or not. Romo playing centre back for us as well. And then Adams and Abalo, they're going to be switching about in this right hand side role. Caprile still in goals for this season. So he's had a nice little stint out there for us. In the league, let's take a look so we can see the teams who were in European competition as well. So Celtic did not manage to qualify for the Champions League. Seems they've gone out to Nice actually, where they lost 3-1 on aggregate. No, 3-2 on aggregate, sorry. But that did knock them into the Europa League, where they play Hoffenheim, Bilbao, Monaco, Lask, Midgetland, Sporting, Dynamo Kiev, and Upwell. So they've got decent games there. Hopefully they can make the most of those. I believe Rangers had Europa League. Yep, they are in that as well. They'd have to go through one qualifying round where they played Coups and won 4-2 on aggregate. They play Olympiacos and Arsenal for the first two games is really difficult. AEK away from at home, Braga at home, Allegia at home, and then PSV at home. All four of their home games in a row. They then play Celta Vigo and Ghent at the end of their fixture run. Oh, wrong button. Was it Hibs? It was. They are out of the Conference League, so that's not good for the coefficients. Already they've lost 2 legs to VTSC there. And I believe it was Kilmarnock actually who made it through. It wasn't. It was Aberdeen, wasn't it? It was, who have been knocked out of both competitions, so they failed their qualifiers. Had to play Olympia in this first Europa League qualifying round and won 6-2. They then beat Panathinaikos on one leg, lost on the other, so 3-2 on aggregate. Then they had to play University of Craiova in Romania and lost on aggregate 2-1. So they've been knocked out of the competitions, and that's really terrible for the coefficients. So brilliant. Of course, we will check on the Scottish national team. I'm not sure if they did play any games through the time that we were just signing players. No, they've not. The first game is September, so we'll check up on them maybe at the end of the season or potentially in the next episode. So I will just get through there. And we have had another sale actually. Mikolas Oravec, who's not quite come on the recruitment there, I don't think. Not in transfer history. So Oravec's just left us for £10 million as well. So that's something to add to that. I think we've also had some upgrades on the facilities. Excellent training facilities, great youth facilities, and exceptional academy and youth recruitment. Hopefully we start getting some really nice players through. So I'll just get to the end of the season, where hopefully we've done some really nice work. Alrighty then, season is over, and it's another decent one for us. We are top of the league yet again, 94 points. Celtic really pushed us this season though, 90 points for them. A bit scary, but we managed it. The rest of the teams getting in Europe will be Hearts, Rangers and St Johnstone, I believe, although I've not checked on the Scottish Cup because fortunately we didn't win it this year. We were knocked out early on by Rangers. And it won't let me press on it there. It's Celtic versus Hearts, so either way, Europa League's going through the league. Premier Sports Cup, Rangers won that as well, so we've only done one trophy this season. Of course, we have to check competitions to see our Champions League, where it's our worst season yet in the Champions League, unfortunately, where we were knocked out in the league phase. 2 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses, 8 points for the first time in a very long time is not enough to get you to qualify through to the next round. So that's a bit disappointing for us. I can't remember if anyone else was in this competition. No, they weren't. We can just take a look in the Europa League. No one in the final there. League phase was Celtic in 4th place and Rangers in 8th actually. 6 wins there, 2 losses, 5 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. So they both made it through to the round of 16. Where Rangers lost 3-3. They lost on penalties to Napoli, and Celtic knocked out 2-1 to Midtjylland just there. Who are actually, they had a run to the semi-finals actually, where they only lost 3-2, so that's not too bad. But yeah, that should be everyone out of European competitions, unfortunately, so what a shame. What a shame. We will just check, actually, our transfer history, because stuff might have gone on in January. Any sales? Just Fernando San Jose, who left for 4.8 million to AC Milan. We weren't seeing a lot of him in the first team, so probably for the best that we lost him there. No one else really coming in for us. So we'll go take a little look at the squad. General info, selection info is what I'm looking for. Goals wise, Leandro Oviedo, who was supposed to be coming off the bench, seems to have started a fair amount of games here. 24 goals and 7 assists for him, so he did really well. Ivan Miskovic couldn't replicate last season, where he went absolutely insane. 22 goals, 7 assists. Piszczek up top, 18-6. Not as much as I'd like, so maybe looking for someone to come in there. Marco Pacci, did well, 15 and 10 out on the left. Laji Jarasuba, 13 and 9. We might be taking that wanted sign into account there. Daimer Lopez Arroyo, losing his potential, losing his ability, 5 goals, 4 assists, might be out of the club. Abalo played 19 games at right back, had a bit of an injury. It might have halted him a bit. Keelan Adams taking over most of the games. Although he's been injured right at the end as well there. But Abalo getting 3 goals, 10 assists. And on the other side, Kwaku with 2 goals, 7 assists. Peralta, who was new signing at DM, 2 goals, 2 assists. I thought he was pretty nice, although maybe not having the impact we were looking for. Heber Silva didn't really get the game time he wanted, so he was kind of a bit wanted to leave. Takeda, 2 goals, 3 assists from centre back, just what you'd expect. Perez, maybe not what I wanted as much. I did expect a little bit more. 7 assists is good though. Romo was excellent, absolutely excellent. 7.1. What more can you ask from him? And then that was about it for the team for this season. Let's take a look at the Scotland national team quickly before we go take a look at the coefficients. So the men's national team ranking has actually gone down to 43. Yeah, remember at 38. Sorry. Oh, it's actually up to 25, but it doesn't say that, does it? It says 43 there. 25, so 1708. So it must mean they're doing pretty well. Let's go take a look at the Scottish national team. Their fixture schedule seems to have been alright, I hope. They did have some games, so they played Lithuania. It's European Championship qualifiers, so the Euros. They played Lithuania, drew 1-2-0. What am I saying? Lost to Poland 5-3. Lost to Italy 3-0. Drew to Poland 0-0. Drew to Lithuania 2-all. And then lost to Italy 3-1. Now, it would be nice to take a look at the groups, but unfortunately, I don't think I can do that. This is the first time I'm seeing this. So, it seems we can do it. We got 5 points. Poland got 10. We're not qualifying for the Euros. So that is really, really disappointing. Was that the bottom there? Yep. So they did play against Jamaica and Greece and won 2-0 and 2-1. So that's alright. It's not really doing anything for me though. I would really like to qualify for the Euros, but of course they just have games against Azerbaijan and Venezuela, so that's nice. They do have games against Portugal, Norway and England in the Nations League. Hopefully that goes alright. We'll see that in the next season. And I'll just get to the coefficient checking area. Here we are then. Falkirk and Celtic getting Champions League, Europa League going to Hearts and Rangers, and then Conference League going to St Johnstone, who are consistently staying in it. We have tumbled down European rankings, apparently dropping into 27th from 23rd. And then it's not showing us the if we've moved any positions, which I don't think we have actually. We only got 48.981. Our scores are getting terrible. We had some really nice scores going in here, but unfortunately they've been dropping down. Now we're at 36.98, and it's going to take a lot of work for us to catch back up to Turkey here, who are even losing a 15 and are still ahead of us, so that's really disappointing. Oh, it's going to take a lot. It will take a lot. It looks like we're going to catch up to Portugal first. They seem to be the team ahead of us here, which is unfortunate for us. Club coefficients, we can see that now. We've moved into 27th. Celtic, the team behind us, with 28. Apparently they've done well. I don't think they have. It's like, I think that season was round of 16. We were there as well, and they made round of 16 in the Europa League. I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever. But we're doing alright. They're doing alright. The country's doing alright in its own as well. Hopefully these 5 teams can push on because we need it. We might even drop down if we don't continue going up the rankings. So that's fine by me. I'm going to head into the next season. You can catch that in a couple days, maybe 4, unless you're in the full movie. You'll be able to catch that immediately after this.